Hello, hello, you astonishing people of the internet. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hoyoverse has just dropped another video, and we were expecting this one, of course, today. This is Himeko's trailer, and it's titled The Morning Star Falls Tonight. So, with the new character trailer out, we, of course, have to watch it and react to it. So, without further ado, let's just check it out, and starting off with the description. So it says, I heard that the radiance of the stars is something long past. Only after traversing across endless time can their bygone shine be delivered. And so their past and future intertwine, eventually returning to the present. Goodness. I mean, I already have lots of theories regarding Himeko, and I think that people on Twitter and and YouTube have already figured out the connections between her and Motoko and what actually happened 15 years ago. However, let's leave the analysis for later. Let's first watch the video in 3, 2, 1.
Attention all express passengers. Today, Navigator Himeko will be leaving the Astral Express.
What do you mean, be leaving? I believe that she won't be leaving.
The rest will be in your hands.
But also, a subrobot is crazy.
I often dream of that moment.
Poor thing.
If you hadn't made a choice for me on that day. If you had been the one to survive that day. You'd be far more impressive than I am now.
Oh, this is so fine uncoded. What about smears?
No, this can't be it! If you can't come with me, what's the point of all this?
And the music is just...
This works.
Oh, the Trail Express. Oh, look at Fredo Jammies.
When I grow up like Daddy, I'll board the express and see what the stars really look like.
Oh, she's
I'll
a
travel the cosmos and find friends to go on adventures. We'll walk the sea of stars, leave our very own story behind.
Even if I die, I want to die where the stars are within reach.
Navigator confirmed.
Answer me! Starblazer!
I love how Jennifer's such a helpful moment instead.
I'll use this life you granted me and fulfill that promise!
Yes! That was amazing.
Have I become you now?
Oh, it's an amazing transition. Oh, my goodness, that was amazing. Okay, I'm trying not to be too loud here. Since it is rather early, I mean it is 7 a.m. So I'm trying my best not to be too loud, be flat. But that was an amazing trailer. My goodness, one of the best ones that I've ever done, I would say. Okay, where to start off first? I mean, I'll just start with this because it's fresh in my memory. And she's got the stars again there. Oh, all the stars for all the Astral Express members. We should have all of them. I might be a wee bit blind though. Yeah. Oh, there's the blue one for March. The green one for Dan Hung. Wait, where's that one over there for March? Okay, one of these is for March and one of these is for Sunday. I would assume this lower one is for Sunday. My goodness. And Himeko, I would say that this is her, of course, the brightest star of all, the one who's on the path of the Trailblaze the most. But that's also kind of us symbolizing the Trailblazer there. I mean, but just look at the color scheme here. My goodness, it's amazing. Well, I wonder though if this is supposed to be her. The rest of all, we have Welton here, of course, next to her. But then we also have maybe us as like the star falling downwards as the finality. So I wonder if that's possibly the case, because technically I would say that we are not supposed to become Achivili, rather we are supposed to become Terminus the finality. So this is sort of a moment in which they overlap, in which the finality gets to meet the Trailblaze, or rather the current embodiment of the Trailblaze, which is of course Himeko. My goodness, no, I've actually teared up from the video. I love it. I mean, might be a cliche to go from dread to hopefulness as they did, but honestly, I love it. I'm a sucker for those sorts of things. Okay, let's actually not rewatch it, but let's just go through the video in itself.
Navigator.
Oh yes, I forgot to turn this on. Yeah, the captions. Okay, Tensional Express back to Navigator. Himeko will be leaving the Astral Express. Like, what do you mean she will be leaving? No. No. We all board the Express, we don't leave it. What do you mean? We're stuck together for life. My goodness, the rest will be in your hands. But also, I love the juxtaposition of how we have young Himeko, who's in a wheelchair, who's all strapped up on those various tubes and life support almost, etc. And then we have Himeko, our Himeko. I mean, both are our Himeko, but still though, the present Himeko, let's say, who's fighting over here, fighting for a dear life. And she's failing as if this other one is failing as well. All that dread, of course, is not something that will take root in all future possibilities. That said, though, we can see just how adamant she is in overcoming all of this. But if you hadn't made a choice for me on that day, it's almost as if she's also fighting. She's like operating as if the Imagine, or rather not the Imagine technically. I mean, there were various theories scattered around, and I think the most plausible one of all, one that I would personally agree with, and one that I had speculated to be the case as well, is that the Imagine Himeko could be a product, let's say, of Himeko's wish and a Stellaron granting her that wish. Since we do know that we have mentions of the Stellaron in the 4.4 preview, we also have that glowy yellowish golden Himeko in the to the onlooker trailer. So, and we did see also the Imagine quote unquote Himeko turning golden at one point and flashing those blue hues of light and fire to give her power and to light the Express. So I think it's her wish that in the end basically ignited the Stellaron, hence the Express and her future life. And that is the Trailblaze that is cancelling out the destruction in a bloodline, which is also something that a wonderful theorist, Rain Authority, has speculated. So I'll just I'll have to go and give him a shout out over here. So I sorry then for the random going to YouTube like this with authority. But I just okay, they're over here. Yeah, but this is their video, and yeah, so the latest video, Himeko is not an Imagine, Stellaron. They're just wonderful. I think that they really cracked the code there, and they've put my thoughts into words much better than I had done so, because I hadn't really had the time to write a proper theory or write a hypothesis. So I think that I think it's a really great video if you'd like to give it a watch. So it's not been I would say, even though it did come out on the day of the animated short, it hasn't been really rendered moot, as a certain comment mentioned it over there. So I think it's actually very, very worthwhile to just give it a watch. That said, though, I mean, I love how she's almost piloting her other self, as Himeko Nova will pilot the Starblazer. I think it's a great positioning over there. So we can see that she is still in there. So she's not gone, and I don't think that she's ever been gone, because we do have in all the videos, so in the onlooker and the previous one,
When I was young,
it talks about yeah, you're ending my beginning. She does mention we have Himeko, I had a dream. For example, I see you, and besides you, there are figures tall and short, and you chat about the stars. So we have, this is from the perspective of Motoko. Then over here, ending my beginning, we have, which is from the perspective of Himeko, I would assume, because it says, Motoko, I'm home. And it also says the beginning of this, I mean, something from within the video. If you had been the one who survived back then, you'd be far more expressive than I am now, which is, it's just so beautifully tragic. I cannot. So that said, though, we over here now in this one have the following, which says their past and future intertwined, eventually returning to the present. So I think Himeko in general is supposed to mimic Cyrene from Amphorius, and we do have this sort of duality. We do have oneself nurturing the ego, let's say, and then over there, the two of them becoming one in a cycle. However, over here, they wouldn't really become one and stay in the past and live within that cycle of causality loops being closed, but rather here we would have Himeko and Motoko combining together into Himeko Nova. That is both of them at the same time, and a sort of, let's say, nurtured identity that both of them had, that carries the wishes of both of them, because it's not Himeko's wish alone now, it's also the Imaginate, the Stellaron, the production of the Stellarons wish too. So I would say that this is what she is at the end of the day, that she is her own self and the product of her own wish combined together into this unique form over here, that we have a form that can transcend the causality of time that Cyrene has stayed in due to her nature of being a child of an Oz River, and one that is able to traverse in the present. So that was the other path of that Cyrene could have taken. This is the path not taken, basically. I think, and I think is a wonderful just a wonderful pairing to just see how Himeko showcases what could have been for Cyrene, how impactful this could have been for Cyrene, and just how good of a... I mean, I wouldn't say that... we can't really compare, like, what could have been, and what has been, point one, and which is always the present. So, as T.S. Eliot had said. But yeah, so I think it's a wonderful representation of just the Trailblaze as the path not taken. So that's just another layer to all of this here, I'd say. So it's just wonderful, just wonderful. And let me just open it a wee bit more impressive. And I mean, this, I said it earlier. Why does it look like Finality so much? Like, why does it resemble him? Like, why do you have to take them all away from me? Like, goodness. And she looks not defeated, of course. She looks incredibly rebellious here. She is rebelling against her fate. My goodness, it looks so much like Finon. But Finon always looks it seems like he looks back in a sense, whereas Himeko here is looking forward, and that just showcases again her parallels with the Trailblaze and how big of an embodiment of the Trailblaze she is. I think all of these shots here, I'm not sure if there are any specific shots that I necessarily missed. I mean, this shattering of the glass here that we have, my goodness. Yeah, we can't really make out what's in these. There are only a handful of them. I can't say that I recognize maybe all of these scenes. This might be something that we'll see very, very soon. So in the 4.4 video. Oh yeah, well that's Himeko with all of us, I guess. I'm not sure who she's standing with. From this perspective at least. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's just us there. And she's protecting Stell maybe over there, I think. Okay, perhaps. But this this smear of blood, this crimson that she always adds to everything, that Asad Brahmad wishes to add forcefully into his play, into his comedy of doom, as his weekly boss fight is called. But one that she adds here, and it almost looks like the Express, which is tragic. It's like her blood is the Express. She herself is the Express. And there was one theory on Twitter that I saw, which basically said that imagine if we never get access to Himeko's room because the body of the deceased Himeko is there. Like that'd be very dark, honestly. I kind of hope that's the case, but I also, because we did see her be taken on the Express at the end of the previous video, but whether that's the case or not, that's debatable. I think there are, however, that they both are in the same body. That's just our Himeko. But she is the Astral Express. She is the embodiment of the Trailblaze, the beating heart of the Express, Akavilli's heart almost. And it did say that in Inkfork Hermitage, I shared that on Twitter, and it kind of popped off for my standards. But basically, there are these three figures mentioned in Inkfork Hermitage that have basically become different from what they were, that have to be able to let go of their past. And one of them described as a washed-up streamer, the other one as a washed-up painter, and the other one was first described as an emanator of the Trailblaze, of a fallen eon, pardon me, and then a human in the end. So I think that's what Himeko is at the end of the day. So that's what she decided to be. And she truly should be an emanator. Because if she's not an emanator, then who is? Like, literally, who could it be? But also this burning of Starblaze's design. That star chasing giant from Pagana, the two of them standing across from one another. My goodness. I'm so sad for Himeko because she did seem to be strapped onto life support all the time. And we did see her fight in the previous video, so she probably was able to make the most out of this situation through imagenesis and through her engineering skills. But still, every time when I think of how life must have been for her to be diagnosed with a terminal illness like that and not be able to do anything about it, just to know that that everyone in your family has to succumb to this sort of illness, this sort of curse. My goodness. No, it's just a terrible fate to have, I would say. But she wished to transcend that fate, so she does prove to be, of course, a destruction follower, but also she is, first and foremost, the Trailblaze embodied. Can't come with me, what's the point of all this? My goodness. You can just see the bond that she shares with her own self, with her idealized self, with her imaginary, or possibly the Stellaron there. I'm not sure like whether the Imaginary is truly just a Stellaron or Imaginary, but whatever they are, it's a combination of the two. And this, oh goodness, this young Himeko, it was making me so emotional. I mean, just Just look at it. She's playing with the Toy Express, the one that she got from Yusuke or rather from Asatra Mad. And she's running around carelessly, so free, so pure of heart. And she looks almost like Trivios here, like Trivios with the rocket. And when I grow up like Daddy, I mean, you will grow up to be like Daddy, but just the best version of that. You will grow up to be a navigator, Himeko. My goodness. She'll board the
I'll
express.
board the express.
Also, the shot of Himeko. Mom. I'm just trying not to break down.
See what
So much. Also, isn't this literally Trivios? Look at this. No, in Trivia, I know that in Amphorius, we have like the official path, let's say, what all of the characters or the process is supposed to represent. But I'm sure of all of the processes representing another path, so not just one of those paths. And I think Trivios has to be both Harmony, the Harmony and the Trailblaze.
does really look like?
Aww. I mean, look at this. It's just so beautiful. The scenery is just so magnificent. And Pom-Pom in there,
I'll travel
Jazzy's.
the cosmos and find friends to go on adventures.
Poor thing.
Walk the sea of stars. Leave our very own story behind.
This is literally Cyrene. Like she's breaking through it all, and she's heading towards the stars. Oh, Trailblazer Cyrene, what could have been? I hope you can't hear a child's cries coming from the outside. Even if I die.
I want to die.
Look at this. Like, this is wallpaper worthy. Lots of these shots are wallpaper worthy. And are these not the colors that we have below the express, like on the tracks of the express? Whenever the express travels, we always have these sorts of bands of light over there, bands of color. Like, I mean, this is literally her. She is literally it.
Where the stars are within reach.
I can say. And all of them coming together, all of them pushing Himeko out of the dread, and then all of themselves working together to drive away the dread. Oh, how wonderful.
Answer me! Starblazer!
What a wonderful transition. Like, I love the music, love the banner, the glow, the golden hues there. Look at that. Like, oh, she is it. Like, she's academic better. Wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful. And this fight sequence is also amazing. Very, like, what's going on here? So it's a bit all over the place, I'd say, but still, though, a very, very cool sequence. And her just blasting through this.
I'll use this life you granted me and fulfill that promise!
Like, she did grant her life, and she herself granted her child, let's say, the life. I mean, her child form, the life as well. Both of them granted each other a life. Both of them fulfilled each other's wishes. My goodness. This transition from the child Himeko. The past saves the future. The past dictates the future. Oh, this final moment.
Become you now?
Oh goodness. No, it's just wonderful. And also, have I become you now? It's like, it's almost like, have I fulfilled your wish? Has your wish been fulfilled? Is this what you wanted? Like when Finon falls after striking a nook and inflicting a wound on their face. And here we have us, of course, the Trailblazer, the Finality, catching onto Akivili, catching onto the Trailblaze, and making it possible. Yeah, that's it. I mean, literally the purple hue. That I think that has to be terminus, a terminus sort of thing. My goodness, look at that. They're wonderful. Just wonderful. Yeah, I think this is definitely one of their top trailers. Truly, like I love lots of them. I love Castorises, I love Evernights, Finons. There are just so many spectacular ones. But this one, it was just wonderful. Just because of this duality of the self here that we have going on, but also it being a unification of the self in the end through time, through the different powers, both of the Trailblaze and the Finality, the Stellaron. So all of those things coming together to actually form what we currently have, to form the Himeko star rail that we have. It's just wonderful. That said, though, I think I have been talking for way too long now. I hope that you enjoyed the reaction and commentary. If you did, feel free to drop a like, subscribe. If you'd like, of course, share the video and comment, please, if you are pulling for Himeko. I am. Tomorrow, I will be streaming later on in the evening. Not too late, though, at around 7 p.m. a.m. 7 p.m. CET. So if you'd like to tune in during the live stream for the polls, feel free to, and of course, share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to read through them. And with that said, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Do yourselves, have a jolly time, and good luck with your polls. And I'll see you all very, very soon, I hope. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Toodles.